Welcome back to our channel today. We're diving into a tale of magnificent creation and monstrous evil, set against the backdrop of one of America's most spectacular events. We're exploring Erik Larson's masterpiece, The Devil in the White City, and separating the shocking facts from the sensational fiction. Imagine Chicago in 1893. The city is buzzing with excitement for the world's Columbian Exposition, a massive fair designed to showcase American ingenuity and rival Paris. The lead architect Daniel Burnham is racing against time fires and financial chaos to build a dream city of gleaming white buildings, a place that would introduce the world to wonders like the very first Ferris wheel and juicy fruit gum. This fair, known as the White City, attracted over 27 million visitors, almost half the country's population at the time. It was a symbol of progress, a beacon of hope shining through a tough economic depression. But while Burnham was building a wonderland, another man was constructing a nightmare just a few miles away. Enter Dr. H. Holmes, whose real name was Herman Webster Mudgett. He was a handsome, charismatic doctor who built a three-story building that the press would later sensationalize as the Murder Castle. Larson's book brilliantly weaves these two stories together, the architect creating a city of light and the killer operating in the shadows. Holmes' story has become a legend, filled with tales of a sprawling hotel of horrors with torture chambers and a maze of death traps, designed to ensnare unsuspecting tourists from the fair. But how much of that is actually true? Let's break it down. First, the Murder Castle was a real building, but it wasn't just a hotel. The ground floor had retail shops, with apartments and office spaces above, while Holmes did design it with secret passages, soundproof rooms, and chutes leading to the basement. These were likely for concealing his shady business dealings and insurance scams, not just for murder. He was a master con artist before he was a killer. He used these hidden features to hide furniture from creditors and, yes, to dispose of bodies. So, who were his victims? Contrary to the myth that he preyed on hundreds of fairgoers, his known victims were mostly people he had personal or financial ties to: business associates, lovers, and their children. The total number of confirmed murders is around 9. A far cry from the 200 often cited in lurid headlines. The motive, primarily money. Holmes was a fraudster at heart. He killed his business partner, Benjamin Pitzel, for a $10,000 life insurance policy. He then murdered 3 of Pitzel's young children, Alice, Nellie, and Howard, to silence them. His methods were chillingly practical: asphyxiation with gas, chloroform, and sometimes selling his victims' skeletons to medical schools. The legend of 200 victims was largely fueled by yellow journalism after his capture. Holmes himself contributed to the myth, selling a confession to the Hearst newspapers for a hefty sum, where he claimed to be possessed by Satan and admitted to 27 murders, many of whom were later found to be alive. It was a final, profitable con. Modern historians, like Adam Selzer, have done incredible work debunking the myths, showing that Holmes was more of a cold, calculating opportunist driven by greed than the demonic mastermind of popular culture. There were no elaborate torture devices, and the idea that he was Jack the Ripper is completely baseless. Ultimately, H. Holmes was captured in 1894, not for murder initially, but for a horse theft scam in Texas. The Pinkerton detectives investigating him unraveled a web of fraud that led them straight to the murder of the Pitzel family. He was tried, convicted, and hanged in 1896. To prevent his own body from being stolen and dissected, his coffin was encased in concrete. The story of the Devil in the White City continues to fascinate us, so much so that a film adaptation with Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese is back in the works for 2025. It is a powerful reminder of the duality of the Gilded Age, a time of incredible innovation and ambition, but also one of deep-seated corruption and darkness hiding just beneath the surface. The bright lights of the White City cast some very long shadows, and in them, a devil found his playground. What do you find most fascinating about this story? The architectural marvels, or the chilling true crime? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most compelling tales.